I was going to eat.
You're good. All right, thank you. I mean, you don't have to hang here unless you want to. Safe Streets, meeting 2. Thank you guys for coming. On our agenda today, we're gonna go over the paving list and look at what streets should be striped. I don't know if you all met on that or not, but and then perhaps talk about Northampton if that is still on the list. And then I threw on a couple other idea of like summer safety, if the chief had, both chiefs had anything that we should be talking about or pushing for summer safety, but also Chief Aggressive was talking about signs and sign audits or you were talking about sign audits. And, maybe we want to throw that on the list too. But for now, the paving list. Market Street is the first one on there. That we would definitely want to be paved.
And striped.
And striped. Paved, striped. Duh. The next one is University Place, Princeton to Dead End.
Did
Probably
you give us a handout on that?
Not the residential. I didn't. It's from the email, or if we have one. Sorry about that.
No.
It was in an email?
I'm a visual person. There's a book of streets up on that.
I can text it to you right now, Irene.
Okay.
Last minute, Nancy here.
Stacy, you well versed? Can you pull those streets up in Google Maps or something as she goes through?
Yeah, or do you have other things you need to go do?
No, because I have to be up here in 15 minutes.
Okay.
So you might as well hang out.
All right, University Place.
You said market.
Yes, Trinity.
I don't think University Place needs to.
Yeah, I don't think any of the other streets around there are.
No, Princeton, I don't believe any of those are going to have center stripes.
No.
So we're gonna wanna probably go, you can go on that one, I think, and then we'll just
Click
do
on it,
aerial.
yeah. Yeah, so we're just doing Princeton to the dead end.
Of University,
Yeah,
so you're gonna wanna get in there, Stace, and then go back down here. Yep, so,
actually, can't you do that by touching it? The
Oh,
touch
yeah, you
screen?
can. It's touchscreen.
There you
no
go.
way.
Yes, chief, come on.
We're gonna be
Slow us
doing
down.
stuff, all right.
Slow us down here, man.
All
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
Nobody loves maps in the city more than the firemen, so there we go. All right, so.
I have no idea where University Place from Princeton to the dead end is because they're calling this the mall on Google Maps.
Oh, yeah.
So this is University to Princeton, but
Is it the other end? Is
the other end is a dead end.
So it's the whole
So if it goes
street.
from here, yeah. So
Okay.
the entire street, then it's gonna go all the way down,
this is
here.
the-
Oh, there it is, yeah.
and I still stand by the fact that it doesn't need a center line.
Okay, cool.
I mean, those residential streets is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the Crescent Ave Bridge to Bridge? So that's
Crescent
where
Ave
the
Bridge to Bridge, I
park-
think it's gonna be too small for a dead end. You're talking about inside Shuttleworth Park,
Yeah.
Basically,
yes.
Through the park.
through the park.
Through
They're
the
gonna
park,
do a
so-
center line in the park?
I wouldn't, because I know they're doing a bunch of things in the park, and I'd wait to see how they want that layout done, because I'm hoping that there's gonna be more paving in their new foundation grant that they got.
Okay,
You mean
They
for
had-
Parking lot.
Because we're doing, I'm Crescent in the park, right, from bridge to bridge. I'm going 24 feet, right, so you're gonna
Yeah,
get
there's gonna be
2
a little-
lanes and 2 shoulders.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot more leftover
Yes.
edge there that I'd wait to see what.
Because as you get down there further, there's a lot of spots where you've got another 20 feet or 15
At least,
feet,
yeah.
Mhm.
right, and
So you're talking about this from here all the way to here. Oops.
I mean, because it would be nice to have like a shoulder walking lane on that part that goes by the creek after you come off the first bridge and you're walking into the field. But perhaps that would be part of a bigger project when they're doing parking spaces and.
It all depends on if they ever make that no parking all the time, because people aren't gonna walk on the other side of the cars if they are parked there.
Mhm.
That,
Yeah.
like, little drainage thing. But as far as center line, I would think, no.
Yeah. People will find their way. Trinity Place, the whole street.
Never been one to my knowledge there, you're gonna be one street south of McDonald's, off of Market Street, going approximately 2 blocks to Chestnut.
See how they show off?
I know.
But
I used to
isn't there
work for
parking,
a pizza delivery company.
Yeah,
Wasn't there
I might have
parking?
married someone like that too.
isn't there parking on both sides of that street?
On Trinity Place?
Yeah. So they want a stripe going down the middle?
No,
No, I don't,
No.
I don't believe anybody's inquired about these. I think this is just us trying to see if there's any place
We're just
that
going
it
through-
should go on.
because if we're paving it, then
Now's the time.
painting it is part of the, can be easily put into the contract.
Oh, okay.
And we wouldn't need the county to come do it or that type of thing. And the engineers indicated that the fee would be nominal. Sloan Avenue, that's a highway.
It's
All of-
wide.
All of Sloan, very wide.
You are very wide on Sloan.
Up and to the right there.
There you go. Do we have speed issues there, chief?
No, but we do have other issues that we're addressing here with the consent resolution tonight.
With weighted trucks?
From Sloan, traveling first and second,
They trying to cut over to Forest or?
yes.
Yeah,
You could,
I feel like that street could
streets
use
that are
some
like
stripes.
boulevard width, it might be worthwhile.
I'm a yes for Sloan.
What does this center stripe tend to do?
It just gives the driver focus of what their lane is and helps them.
I don't know, like, does it slow people down at all? Is it just to signify what side of the road they should be on?
I think center lane is more, just keeps them
In their lane.
maintaining, right, yeah.
But if we did like shoulders, make it narrower, that slows people down, right? In a way. if we
Some of it,
did
if you
that.
really draw it in, or if you take a like a boulevard width road, and then as you approach an intersection, you let the paint creep in, and you start cutting, that will narrow it and slow them, but I don't know, I don't think Sloan is a candidate.
The problem with striping the fog line or shoulder line in a city is it's conflicting with the parking, right?
Because you have parking on Sloan and you have a tractor trailer
Because
that parks
technically you
right
can't
there
park in
every
a
day.
shoulder, is that what you're saying? Or-
It would give someone, a mixed message, they think they're still in the roadway
Gotcha.
eventually.
But
Sloan
I
is
mean,
def-
I think center line would be worth it.
Sloan's definitely wide enough.
Knollwood Avenue, Greenwood to Wesleyan, also Greenwood over there too. Those would be residential streets we wouldn't do.
Highly residential up in the Henrietta
Yeah.
Heights neighborhood.
How about Devendorf?
Too short. I want to waste your time. Too narrow.
Okay,
Devendorf is going to be right here by the bin store, which is moving out after
oh yeah,
this weekend.
that little
Yay.
street right
Good,
there.
good.
No more need to be
Oh, there it
packing.
Okay.
Devendorf might have 5 houses, maybe 6.
Okay, yeah, they're not going to stripe. Bayard, GPA, Ogai Park Avenue to Major Lane.
There.
The top half of Bayard, you got parking, 2 family houses on both sides of that street.
Yeah, so the street's gonna be pretty narrow. as
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
is.
that's real narrow.
Jackson Street,
That's another one that's small. It's not wide.
Right next to Bayard.
okay,
Jackson's right here, this is
Cal-
Bayard,
That's
this
the
is
one, I
Jackson.
wanna make that a dead end,
What,
Jackson,
at the top?
at the top.
into Major Lane or?
Yeah, into Major Lane.
I was already planning on it, but if out of everything we're talking about here today, that would be a good thing to talk about because
That's awful.
it meets no design standards for the departure angle where you got one road coming up that's flat, or like major lanes like this, and the other one comes up and it's such a sharp break that
That's a
You
good one.
can't
to
see
get
anything?
rid of.
you could dead end it there. No, I don't know.
If
You do
you're-
have
if
a
you're-
house that's way up on Bayard, on Jackson, and then we did demo this one on Bayard,
Yeah,
on the top left. So the top right, you got a little wiggle room there, but Jackson, this one is all the way at the northernmost part of the street on Major Lane. And if you're gonna keep Major Lane open, I mean,
Well, I mean, I think we're
That is
gonna
a
keep
crazy
it,
street.
we just paved it last year.
Yeah,
I just don't know how the property looks to get these people access to their house and how much this guy owns over of that
Well,
stuff.
honestly, when I say dead end, all I would do is, run a guardrail along Major Lane
Just close it.
and close it at that point, right? And
If you come up Major Lane, like going, not Major Lane, if you come up Jackson to Major Lane,
mhm,
if your car is too low, you're gonna scrape the whole bottom of the hill.
mhm.
You should see fire
And then,
trucks.
and
and
the
ambulances.
snow is horrible. Oh, I saw
Yeah.
a truck stuck on Jackson.
So you do have, is it Jackson that has the ability to go to the right and then get that if you wanted to go down Jackson from Major Lane?
Yes.
It's gonna be a little blurry here. So would you keep that open?
you're talking about that little side street to the,
Right.
Off of Major Lane,
Oops.
you're
Yes.
going
Cause
down.
I'm wondering, like, the house right on the corner, I don't even know, do they have a driveway? Like at Jackson?
This house?
Yeah,
They do not have the high driveway at Jackson.
right, so a
I
dead end
don't
would be
believe.
fine there, then the next house over, they have like kind of that parking. in
I
front
think
of
what they
their
do is
house
I
and
think they
stuff.
park over,
Yeah.
it was vacant for a while, but I'm talking
Right.
about this little side thing.
Mhm.
So if you wanted to take a right onto Jackson from Major Lane, you wouldn't do it off of the steep part. There, it gives you a little side,
That's
thing to go down.
gradual.
Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah,
It's the other side that's bad, really bad.
I remember like driver's ed, Mr. Me took us to that, like he would take us to certain streets where we could like really cause damage and teach us the rules, and that was like one of them where he'd be like, you have to stop because the cars are gonna come up and hit you, like coming up that hill.
Right.
Well, that would be interesting. Jackson Street dead end and Bayard, we would leave as is.
Bayard's not such a, I mean, whatever your pleasure, but in terms of the intersection, it's not
It's not as
out
bad.
of limits, you know?
Chief, do you wanna look into that a little bit more and give us a recommendation later, or?
Yeah, I'll take a little field trip out there. I mean, we gotta look at, like Chief Agresta said, the layout of the, I think it's 27 Jackson. Is
Right.
the layout of that house, because we don't want to landlock somebody.
Yeah.
No,
But, yeah, I think,
So what do I do with the fire truck? I got a call here.
Right. You gotta make sure you come from there, yeah, and then you gotta back out.
If we're gonna leave that top half, now we either have to leave the top half open and attack everything from Jackson Street from Major Lane.
Will that truck be able to go up and make the turn, the right?
Has it done it? Yes. With no damage? I'm not commenting.
That's a hard
When,
turn.
when faced with no other
I hate
alternatives,
going up,
yes.
I don't even go up that. I went
It's just
up
something we're
once.
gonna have to really look at.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I think about it, the only time I'm really like driving up that street is after a funeral at Betts's,
mm-hmm,
and I might go that way.
Yeah, I
If you don't live there, that would be your only reason to pass
Right.
through it.
It doesn't bother people who don't live there as
Right.
much as the people who.
The people who live there, it has an
Right.
impact, yeah.
what about,
Well, yeah, if you guys wanna like dig into that a
Driveway
little
might be
bit.
to the left of the house if they had one. That's the 27 Jackson.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's been updated, yeah, but the house is in better condition, right?
a little bit.
Yeah.
The people are out of it.
yeah, the people that had garbage all over the place.
I was visiting.
What about, is this gonna include like, crosswalks for the school, or that's gonna be handled separately?
Right now, separately.
Like, it's gonna be separate, okay.
Yeah, right now we're just looking at, yeah, what's on our paving list,
Okay.
and should we stripe any of those?
I'm really sorry.
All right, so we'll definitely, that'll be,
I have to strike crosswalks now.
Yes.
And we do that as part of the project anyway.
if they're already
Okay.
there.
Crosswalks and stop
Yeah.
bars.
Chris, you might want to stay here so you can see the map if you want.
This
All right.
is everything.
Kellogg Street,
What are we doing?
Safe streets.
yeah, we're going through State Streets, we're going through the paving list, and we're looking at what streets should be striped while they're being paved for efficiency.
Kellogg's leading into Five Corners, the old liquor store from the peddler's wagon side.
Mhm.
Shoots over to James from Church, or from Jay.
It's really only a block or two.
How much of Kellogg at Church is gonna be a part of that
Mm.
CDTA project?
Only very close to the intersection, kind of a radius right there.
Only the corners, and they're moving the bus stop.
I'm just saying, so they, obviously, when the two crews, they get there, they're gonna. see
Somewhere
the
in
other
this
one
area.
left.
Right?
I'm assuming we're gonna be first, right? This will be first on that.
Paving will be before the realignment, right?
Okay.
Yes, because I don't know when they're starting to realign,
Right.
but
Paving's
it might
gonna be-
start in the fall.
So they'll
Month or
just
two.
see where you left off.
And you know what? And if they get there
Looks like it has
first,
that
fine.
line, yeah.
It makes no difference to me.
It looks like it's what line? This white line?
That stop line, yeah. But other than that,
And I
Listen, how
think
far
they're
to the
bringing
center
that,
line?
I think they're bringing that line out farther
mhm.
because it's kind of,
I thought they wanted to
you
change
have
the
to
angle of that.
creep out farther there in order to align with J Street coming out at the same time.
As somebody who's on this road every single day, the only place of this road that needs it is, oops.
You had to show them, didn't you?
Well, it's
The only
great. I
place-
mean, I think the screen is just like looking up his nose forever.
Is the very end of it right here. When people come out and they wanna pull up here to go right, and they're too far out there and they drive you into the potholes of the parking lot.
Oh,
That's where a center line would be helpful, at the very end of it.
I agree.
all right, let's do a
People
center
love
line
to-
then.
They love to cut that short.
All right.
That little dip in the ground there is from all the kids riding dirt bikes. Chief,
Mm.
was that out loud?
Okay.
All right, so if you go to the back button where it says 2 J Street, on the white bar,
So you want
That'll take
center
you.
line on Kellogg?
yes.
Yes.
Virginia Lane. Virginia Lane,
All of it.
all.
You're pretty good at that, Chief.
I don't know,
It's definitely
He's
not
so
a curve.
excited that he can do the touch screen.
this is the parking lot, and
Yeah,
that's a city road.
Uh-huh.
through the,
Virginia Lane is-
through the,
No, I know it's always been a city road, but at what point does it end? Is just that,
When it hits Church Street or Clisby?
Clisby, so it goes right.
so are
through.
these considered city streets?
No.
No.
Okay, that's where.
So it's kind of like a
And
Mount
right where
Carmel
it
parking
says
lot.
Virginia Lane is the worst of it. It's,
But that really should be a low speed.
How do I get the satellite?
Yeah, the street view that you were looking at.
Oh, layers.
Yeah. It isn't, does it look like you want now?
This is it. We're in here.
Mhm.
that's,
Center line?
It's residential,
I would,
Yeah. Okay. That's a no. Hoover Ave,
I think Hoover's only
Oh,
16
yeah.
feet wide to begin with.
all right. 'Cause
Hoover is just past the bridge on the
Driveway.
south side off of Florida Ave, and it's a dead end street.
Oh, yeah. I
All
know.
residential houses.
Queen Anne Road, all it says, so.
speaking of Queen Anne Road, can I ask a question? The couple that was here a couple of weeks ago when they were talking about the moratorium on solar farms, they said that they were here because that's in the city of Amsterdam. Doesn't the town break up right there, doesn't it?
No, Queen Anne to.
This
Cedar
road right-
Drive.
Sandy Drive, this right here is inside the city, and then the rest of it goes to the town. The city line is over here somewhere. That parcel that they own, the parcel that they own is a large parcel, right here to the left
Right,
of
right,
the
right,
Right,
river.
there's a pump station or something there, right? Like
I think the pump station's on this side of the road,
it's on the right side of the road going towards the river.
so that's over here on this side.
So that is all city.
Yeah,
Not all, but it is where the line
Sandy
is.
Drive and beyond, yeah, a little bit.
If you're on Sandy Drive and you're headed towards the, Adulta.
Put that in more button
The
again.
nursing home.
And you look down to that field on your left, it's about the end of that first field, because then there's another one beyond it.
No, it's not.
Okay,
That's
you must
about
have
the
zoomed
city
in a
line
lot.
out through there.
Yeah, so maybe try to zoom
Jimmy and
out.
I had taken a drive over there and
There you go.
he believed
We're in the
that it
woods.
was, not part of the city, but
He's mistaken. It is part of the city till up about here. You talking about this pump station further on Queen Anne?
yes. So don't they want to put it in that field?
The
At the
field
top?
over here.
Oh, that's not what Jimmy told me.
This
But
is the only land that's
I
inside the
I
city.
trust you.
Yeah, that's the only land that's inside the city over there.
He said that, so above that pump station, if you go up the road further, Jimmy said they want to put it in those two fields.
I think that's outside the city. I think he's just getting a little too far away from Sandy Drive.
Well, so he's like, I don't understand why they came to the
To us.
meeting because.
I would have to see the county map
Look at it
with,
this way, if he's right, does
it's not a
the
problem.
town have a moratorium?
They.
I don't know.
I don't know what they're doing.
He said they live across,
Maybe.
they live relatively like right by it.
which one was this? It was,
Bronsky.
Bronski.
Bronski.
I don't know where they live.
They
They
own,
own a bunch of properties, but
they
the
own
only,
quite a few houses in my ward. They're, I'm gonna hold my comments. But,
This is live.
she can be, difficult.
this is the lot that's inside the city. I think this one might be out, and I think that it was over here.
By the time you get to that mowed
And the
field,
line.
you're in the town.
Yes.
Before you get to that.
Yeah.
You're in the town in that direction.
If it goes to the mow field at all, it goes to the pump station.
He said the pump station was the line. That's what he told me.
By what angle though?
And they wanted to do it in those two fields above, but I'll clarify with him. He might be mistaken on the exact location.
I was
Next
just thinking
street
that exact, I'm showing,
is
yeah,
the graph.
is it town of Florida, is that Fort Hunter, what is that?
It's town of
It's not
Florida.
Florida, right?
Town
Yeah.
of Florida, not town of.
I don't know
Monroe.
why I said town of Amsterdam.
DeGraff Street?
Well, I will say though, back to Queen Anne though, for the section that is in the city, I would be a yes for the stripe, only because I do get some speed complaints over there, and they do see a lot of coming and going traffic because of the folks that work at River Ridge.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't be opposed to that, just to give it some structure.
There's traffic on the road, there's no sidewalks, there is no, people parking on the road, they're all using their driveways or their garages.
No.
The biggest intersection though, if you're gonna stripe it, then do something with this intersection right here.
You would have to.
Because that intersection right here, these people, these houses parked in the middle of the intersection. And I went to him a couple weeks ago about that, so if striping allows you to do something about that intersection that's a parking lot, then I'm for it.
Okay. DeGraff?
No, that end.
Oh, wait, it's DeGraff, yeah. Oh, the next one is Northampton.
That needs to be, in my opinion, if I was gonna stripe anything, I would. It seems like the chief has a lot of speed issues there.
Yeah, because when they come off a
Yeah.
guy, they,
Can we
When they're
do the
swerving
entire
around, they're
road
almost
while
on the
we're
other side, on the.
only
Yeah.
paving a portion?
Right.
Van
See,
Dyke
now
to
that-
30,
Yes, we can.
but we would want to stripe the entire road while we're at it.
Yes, we can, and that's brings up a good point, because I was also gonna suggest Clisby on here, but we're doing a good section of it, but not the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, do we wanna stripe the entire, even though it's beyond the limits of our paving?
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, and I'll get to Northampton in a minute, right now I have the upper end in. Just worked through with National Grid, I might as well talk about it now.
Yeah, I
It's
figured you
related.
could tell us about that, yeah.
They, after much badgering and whining and complaining and all of that on my part, they're gonna replace that gas main this year instead of next. They won't be done until probably October, no later than October 1st, which means I've got to, once again, kick off the end of the paving season, right? It always happens.
Mhm.
But, so we know we need to do from Market Street 30 down to Van Dyke, And then we did a section in there from there down to Wesleyan,
No,
There's that little.
Hobart.
there's
We
that
did
little
from there down to
extension.
Hobart.
right here.
Yes. So we did that piece in there from Hobart up to Van Dyke, and then we need to go from Hobart down.
This way,
Yeah, because those big potholes were around there, right?
right here. 1, 2 little
Yeah.
ones, 3.
And so we already did,
Here's the backside of the school. Here's your
This
middle,
hasn't been
Right.
done yet.
your middle seam breaking.
And we got another hole in there right now.
This is
today.
2022 Google images.
okay. Because this says Van Dyke to Route 30, but I thought we were doing the lower part.
You
No,
want to
that's
go
where
to,
they were gonna do the gas.
because of the
Okay,
gas lines.
Gotcha, okay.
That, right now, that,
So you were,
by the way, don't smoke on Van Dyke, that's just, or
Northampton.
Northampton, because there's gas leaks all over that damn thing.
And while we're talking about that, and I hate to beat a dead horse, but I know Kelly's brought up quite a few times about the intersection of Van Dyke and Northampton. And over the last 8 months, my ex-wife moved up there on Northampton, and I'm there all the time visiting my daughter. And I know she has some concerns about that intersection, which I share. Because I see people just flying down it constantly. I don't know if we can have some speed reduction signs or something. I get the point about a light or anything like that, but just something to remind people to slow down.
They have one now.
no, there's no light, the light's gone.
There's a slow down up on
There's
the
a-
top
there's
part.
one of
There's a speed,
Speed
there's a
signs
speed
there.
sign up there.
Yeah,
When you're coming down.
and it's like right where
They
you're
come
at,
down
where
and hit that intersection
showing
of Van
right
Dyke
now, that's
sometimes
like
so
a
hard
bump
that their
there
car,
that people are
the front
talking
wheels
about
lock.
too. Yeah, like that bump right there, there's some kind of change in elevation that gets people to kind of sort.
Right, there's a little hump right there.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of there.
They carried the wrong grade through.
One of the bigger issues in this
They carried
intersection,
the
not a
crown
bigger
of
issue,
Van
but
Dyke
another
through
issue
the
in this intersection is something has happened over here and you have cars parked here
Yes, all the time,
every single day.
all the time.
Yeah,
Sometimes here and here.
there's a lot of complaints about that house.
I don't know what house it is that the cars are coming from, if it's the one on the south or north, but I know that it has been, maybe we want to look at no parking here to corner, or,
All the cars that have been parking there for that house to the right, they're not for the house on the other side.
Yeah.
We can do that.
but I know that you drive it every day, and in the winter time, that was,
Yeah, you're almost waiting. You've gotta let,
what seems to happen is the people coming up who are taking a right because they don't go all the way up anymore
Right.
because it's closed, they are now encountering that traffic.
Right, they pull around and they're like, oh, there's a car.
Yeah.
I will say for the speed on Northampton, thing I was gonna bring up, for the radar signs, we do have one on the north side of the street, closer to 30, but I still have two in stock. And lower Northampton would be a candidate to put another one,
Mm-hmm.
because as they pass this intersection.
Lower Northampton down by, and forgive me for saying this, but down by the Sinquani suck sign. Because
Lower.
that's, 'cause that's
Even,
where,
even lower, probably like where we were just looking at the
We're
whole.
like that.
down
Where you
towards
get the
Phillips Street and
school
everything,
is?
they
The
really.
I would say, yeah,
Yeah.
before you hit Stuart and Phillips, because I would like to, I'd like to have them hit that sign before they start approaching
Oh,
those
it's right on
nice
the
streets.
porch. It's been there.
Somewhere right around where I was
To
going,
the back of the school.
Oh, is it? I thought
where
it
the
was
old Wesleyan extension comes down,
Somewhere
Oh,
down there, yeah, or where,
Yeah.
the Bettini driveway.
Mm-hmm.
just up from where the mall comes down as well,
Mhm.
somewhere in there, I'd like to have it.
Almost bought that house.
But we have,
I like that.
that's one candidate for the other sign we've got, and it's already here.
Oh, yeah.
If that was
Yeah.
agreeable.
Okay. That'd be great. So we've got a few different things going on in that road then. The no parking, the radar sign, the striping. We'll coordinate the striping, however the paving happens, or,
Which will not.
Very end of the season.
yeah. And then we
Which will
just
not be
can go
here today.
through and
Okay, thank you.
stripe. That'll be
Okay.
great.
Just doesn't feel well.
All right.
He asked me to move his resolution.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi.
Prospect Street,
Warming it up for you.
Market to Thomas Street. So that's like a block.
Yeah, I'm not gonna speak on the condition of it though. Cause I can't imagine it's good.
Yeah, but it probably doesn't need a line.
Oh, line, no.
Yeah, all right, so that's on there. Yeah, these are already on there. McDonald Street.
McDonald?
Yeah.
Union to Dead End.
Nope, that's the hill, off of Guy Park, next to the old Stewart's, which is now a pharmacy.
Oh, yeah. Clisby.
McDonald to go up, Center.
Well, the pavement, there's Union up.
Yeah, we're paving from Union to the Dead End.
Not the lower side.
Yeah.
Union.
Where you
So
got
we're
it,
gonna do, that's to do the stripe to go up the hill?
No, this is just a pave.
Just to pave?
Just
Okay.
Yeah, but we don't need to stripe it, yeah. All right, so the next one's Clisby, which we're doing Law to Woodrow, but you're talking about trying to do the stripe for all of Clisby.
Yeah, I mean,
And then when you come off
When we
of,
come down the hill.
it would only seem that it's a little disjointed if you introduce it in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Law to Woodrow is all you're paving on Clisby?
Yeah.
So that's gotta be like,
Union.
yeah, that's pretty beat up over there. The other parts have been paved.
Isn't it straight,
recently.
isn't it straight from Woodrow down?
Where is the bus stop?
It's not paved when you come, it's not striped when you
do you
come
think it's
off.
straight this way?
I thought it was,
Mhm.
but I
But
could,
it's definitely not striped
It may
when you
be
come
straight
off
towards
of Church
the
Street.
When people are going up.
I don't see any evidence of a stripe.
Yeah.
And this is 2022 English.
maybe it was my
Yeah, but that would be a good, that would be the
My-
entire
that pavement
street.
isn't
Enter
that.
wishes.
Yeah,
That's McDonald.
And I don't think it's a four.
But you won't, you know what you won't see there very much longer?
cars parked.
Cars parked.
Signs?
I'll check that.
All right, so we're gonna do like hopefully that whole thing of Clisby Avenue. East Main Church to Market, East Main's definitely getting a stripe, right? Lefferts Street, all,
It's a side, that, side street off East Main.
okay. The other one, Keeler, Deal and Chrisman, that's a big circle. They're residential, that loop. Reservoir Road, also residential. Then James Street and Teller Street. I don't know.
Keep going.
James, 5 corners down. Teller's, one really long block.
Mm. Oh, yeah,
Teller's the old Ukrainian club.
It's a very short street.
yeah,
Good
probably
Shepherd Church.
residential, yeah, it doesn't need that.
James, highly residential as well. Top half and the bottom half with the dead end down there.
Awesome, that's a list.
Good.
All right, so that'll cover like striping for the streets that are getting paved so that we're being efficient with our time and efforts. Northampton was the focus street, we talked about that. Anything for the summer safety that we should be knowing about or doing or?
I do know the county purchased the paint yesterday, so the road, the other, not road striping, but the parking lot striping and some of the,
They're in the city today. They're in the city today. They were doing the stripes for the farmer's market on Church Street in the lot up there at the county limits. That's
County
all.
Fair's also
Are
doing
we
some trees.
redoing the crosswalk by the clock tower that we talked
County-
about?
we're gonna redo it and we're gonna add
Oh,
to
bucket
it
truck?
to a three-way crosswalk. He
It's
did drop a
giant.
architectural plan for 4, but the sidewalk that's there doesn't really match for 4, so
Give me the
we're gonna go
address.
3.
Do we have to do a
It was in the
location
back of
on
the
that
truck.
or?
Your guys were taking.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
They had.
Oh,
all right, yeah.
And there's gonna be some new
There's a big one.
signage there as well.
Okay.
But the thing was, they're starting earlier in the season. I mean, this whole week, the weather is pretty well broken, and so it should be. We won't be waiting until the last.
I
And
think
do you
you're
have a list that you give them that they
Yep,
do every year? Yeah.
I know this probably isn't the focal point of this group, but are we looking at changing the laws surrounding e-bikes and all that stuff?
Yes, we took Irene and I took a look at Albany County. Oddly enough, they have an entire county-wide law on, first, no matter what your age, you must wear a helmet on any class e-bike. So we're kind of building with Attorney Casale as that as a template. That's an easy one. It's just a simple, you have to wear a helmet.
Those kids on Bartlett
No, I
and
think that fits
Edward,
this
they're
Yeah.
all over
meeting.
the place on
Yeah.
little dirt bikes, little mini bikes, e-bikes and
So
some.
there is a rub we gotta work out, because again, it's interesting, because Albany as a county, that's their law, but then how does like Albany City PD or?
I believe it's Albany City PD and the county have a thing, because they had all the problems with the motorcycles and the the
Yeah.
quads down there.
How
I
do
think
they-
they don't chase, and what they do is they drone it and they go get them later.
But it's how do you prosecute it? Like, because right now, if it's a city code, the patrolman would be writing it as a city code violation, you draw an accusatory, and you file it with city court. So if you're charging them on a county law in city court, we just gotta kind of iron out those wrinkles. In our case, it would work. If we can adopt home rule, city law, city code on it, then we would just be charged. It wouldn't be a V&T statute, it would just simply be a city code violation.
Gotcha.
And we could talk to our colleagues at the county to have them pass it too for the rest of.
I believe Attorney Caselli was gonna look at the NICOM to see
Right.
what other cities have done and how that fits in.
So when you come across someone like that,
End this?
no, we're just about done, yeah, but I think it's still part of this.
Okay.
But how do you enforce something like that? Like, do you pull over a kid or like?
Well, if you made it, because currently, you've gotta have a helmet
Or
if
bike.
for a bike, well, if you're 16 and under.
12, right? Well,
Well, there's bicycle and there's
And then
e-bike.
there's-
I thought for a bicycle it was 12, for e-bike it was 16.
Yes,
I think that's what it is.
so e-bike is 16, bicycle's 12.
Mhm.
So if you just make the city code that everyone has to wear a bike, then you just, or everyone has to wear a helmet,
Yeah.
then you pull over anybody who's not wearing one.
Uh-huh.
And you would also.
So if I ride a mountain bike, I gotta wear a helmet?
What about a golf cart?
I do.
It depends on,
You probably look better in a
it
helmet.
depends on how you
Like a big
operate it,
mushroom.
because if you operate a bicycle within the roadway, in a controlled access roadway, then you have to adhere to the bicycle rules, like, riding against traffic, you can't do that. Gotta have a bell, gotta have a light, gotta keep 2 feet on the pedals, gotta keep 2 hands on the handlebars,
Stop.
can't wear headphones. So you could be stopped and cited for that, and then you would, from there, you would build your, hey, where's your ID? Oh, you don't have one? Well, how old are you? And then you would build that type of stuff.
Okay. Yeah, because when we shared, like, some of the, you guys had put stuff out on Facebook and we reshared it and people were like, well, how do they even enforce that? And I'm like, I don't know. Do they like
Normally, there's. some
lights and
type of-
sirens? Like, what happens?
Because because then if you're an e-bike, you're not beholden to the bicycle rules.
Right.
You're beholden
The
to
motor
regular
vehicle.
motor vehicle rules about maintaining lane, you can't operate on the sidewalk,
Mhm.
Oh, they don't look,
failing,
I've seen all of that.
yeah,
Yeah.
failing to
On the
yield.
sidewalk.
Of course, I mean, there's a lot more leeway because they're so maneuverable.
Right.
But if you're gonna operate, let's say on Market Street, you've gotta treat yourself as if you are a motor vehicle. You've gotta stay in your lane. You can't pass on the right, things of those nature. So-
Well, that's great. We look forward to.
And that would be easy because that's a uniform traffic ticket. You just cut them a regular.
Oh,
traffic
okay.
ticket.
That makes sense. All right, this was a great meeting. Maybe I kind of like this meeting before the other meeting, because it's efficient for everybody. So our next one will probably be similar. Perhaps you could look into that sign, the cost of the sign audit, and see if that's something we want to do. And any other ideas that anyone has for the next meeting, please let me know. Any other streets you want to focus on? We've got Northampton as one of our streets. I'll send around the list too of that set of streets that we came up with at the first meeting as ones that we thought we should focus on, and maybe we'll pick another one for the next meeting, but exciting to see. I think we're gonna see some very visible changes that will help. Okay. So then our meeting's closed.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.